Hi everybody, welcome to Junk Drawer Art with Miss Riley. I am Miss Riley. I am here on World Travel Wednesday with you to talk about Russia. Russia is a country, well, first of all, my husband speaks Russian. He used to be more fluent, maybe not so much anymore. He is not Russian, but he is always, he's a history teacher. He's always had a very distinct interest in Russia and the history of Russia. So the art that I've chosen to do today is a very familiar art for some of you, and some of you may not realize that it's Russian in origin. And in a lot of times it's used in a lot of Eastern European countries, but it is the Russian nesting doll. We call them Russian nesting dolls. In Russia, they're called matryoshka dolls, and they were really, it's a type of folk art. They were first recognized in the 1800s, and they were generally, and still are generally, made of wood. And it is a series of dolls that nest and fit inside of each other. They're usually solid pieces of wood that have been carved out by very skilled artisans and hand painted. Now, of course, they're made in factories now. But at the time production of them was started, they were hand carved. It was a very intricate and very detailed craft. They were often, and still are often, they follow a theme, and we'll talk more about that later, or they could be for a celebration. They not only were a toy, we say doll, they weren't just a toy for children. They were just a really significant, I want to say folk art, but it was a, something economic. It was something for people to make and sell. And they really spread all over the world and became really well recognized. You can see the image here, and you probably, as soon as you saw it, went, oh, I recognize that. A lot of times they do take the shape of women or dolls. Matryoshka is actually, it's a variant of a female name in Russian. A lot of times they are women or girls, but lately especially, people have been getting kind of creative and silly with them. I have seen matryoshkas that are political figures. I have seen, somebody sent me a picture of Star Wars matryoshkas that fit inside of each other. And the fun thing about these is, as you kind of design yours and create yours, not only do you think about a set that could go together, like a group of animals, like sea animals or something like that, but you also need to think about the sizes, because in the traditional matryoshkas, it kind of starts with bigger, like a grandma and a mommy and a child, and it almost always inside has a baby or the smallest version. So you can kind of think of sizes. Like in the Star Wars one I saw, Chewbacca was the big one, and then the little Ewok was the small one. So my challenge to you today is to think of a set of something that you love that you could create matryoshkas of, nesting dolls. So I thought of dinosaurs, oddly enough, and I just grabbed some plastic cups that I had at my house. I'm gonna do the big reveal for you. So on this cup, I did a T-Rex. I just really grabbed a bunch of plastic and paper party cups. I chose T-Rex because they are the biggest. And also, you have to think about the shape of your cup, because this had a diamond pattern. It's oh, I can make teeth in that. So it kind of lended itself to that. So I got my big Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let me turn it to make sure you can see the side I want you to. There we go. And then I have my Brontosaurus is next. This is a leftover party cup. Like I said, we're using what we have at home and having some fun with it. You could do dinosaurs. You could do characters from a show you like. You could do animals. The sky is the limit on making. Just grab a bunch of different cups that fit inside each other. And then I have, make sure it's right, a Triceratops for my next one. And then my last one, I'm a little bit embarrassed about. It is really hard to draw on cups. This is what I learned from this lesson. But I will show you my, wait, which one do I, this one's the better one. I even tried twice. My little pterodactyl. The one on that side didn't turn out so well. This one looks a little better. So this is actually just like a bathroom cup like you have in your bathroom. So if you look at them all lined up together here, let me get them for you. The sizes, there we go. So they kind of fit inside each other like a nesting doll. Um, these do not have to be perfect. This is kind of just a fun craft to do. I want you to enjoy it. I want to see these guys. I want to see what you guys come up with. I'm thinking about all the TV shows and everything that you love, and I know some of you can get really creative with this. So see if you have some plastic or paper disposable cups. You could do with bowls, anything that's kind of round shaped that you could nest on top of each other. This would be fun to do with, and create your own modern kind of silly version of Matryoshkas. Please share these with me. You can share them with me on Facebook if you're my friend, on Class Dojo if you are one of my students at Oakhurst, or on Twitter or Instagram at CS Riley Teach. I would love to see pictures of these. I would love to see pictures if you have Russian nesting dolls in your home. I personally didn't have any, but I distinctly remember seeing in a relative's house, seeing a set of them on the shelf. So I would love to see if you have that example of folk art in your home and maybe you didn't even know it. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Tomorrow I'll be back with a cool wearable threaded up Thursday. I think that's all. You guys have a great day. Bye.